we're good to go.
Speaking of scene changes, I'm kind of conflicted.
He's conflicted.
Because with the Aver Media card I have, you can broadcast directly from the card without using XSplit, but then I don't have my scene transitions.
So you're giving up the scenes by using the card.
Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I think I can just use it for recording.
Right, yep. And is that card the one where you can plug in multiple devices? Like there are multiple inputs on that card?
Yeah, you can plug in like a game console.
Oh, awesome. That'd be sweet.
I had that, except it was like a little adapter for my card. I don't remember. It was for my graphics card, and I could play my Xbox on the graphics card, or whatever. I think.
Nice.
Something like that.
Okay, so spawning in the top right, the green Protoss, oh my god.
Oh wow. Start over. Just start over. Take a mulligan and start over. You're good. You're good.
Hello.
Spawning. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the GSL's Daybreak, and spawning in the top right corner we have the green Zerg. Going down in the last game after a bit of a cheesy play, it is Kaldi.
That's right, everyone. And in the... Oh, are you taking this one? Fake?
Spawning in the bottom left corner, we have JonSnow. See how much better mine was than yours?
So enthusiastic, sir. Thank you for your participation.
You're welcome. I mean, I did sponsor the tournament, so I can be lazy. It's all good.
You can. We'll take your money.
Take my money, but I gotta be lazy on stream. That's how it works.
That's the trade-off.
So this game looks like we're not going to have any early pool at all. In fact, nope. We're just going to go right into the mid game with these two players, and we'll see what the tech is going to be for each. Now, just from experience from watching these games, either one goes Roach and one goes Baneling, or vice versa. So we'll see what the tech is for the two. But in my experience, either or. It's very, very rare that they both go the same tech tree.
So, yeah, the mirror builds, except for the gas, notably. Obviously.
Yep.
And, I honestly feel that JonSnow has the superior build choice right now, because not going for gas on Daybreak... pretty risky, honestly. If it was Cloud Kingdom, I could say, okay, you can fully wall on Cloud Kingdom with 3 buildings. So you might be alright versus like a Speedling all-in. But on Daybreak, you can't really do that. The front of the natural is pretty wide, so you're only really going to defend a Speedling attack with other Speedlings and Banelings of your own. So if JonSnow goes for a Speedling attack, which he's stopped mining gas, so it's quite a possibility. It's pretty solidly possible it could happen. I don't know yet. But if he does do that, Kaldi's going to have a pretty serious trouble holding him off. Like, even if you throw down like 3 spines at your natural, the Zerglings can just run right by. If there's queens on the ramp, they can definitely fight the queens. I mean, you can micro Speedlings pretty well against queens if you are like a super GM Zerg, which JonSnow happens to be, and he is going to grab a third and go for Speedling pressure onto Kaldi. And that's going to work out incredibly well for JonSnow, because Kaldi can't take a third right now. He doesn't have any gas at all. As Zerg versus Zerg, there is no way you're taking a third base without gas units involved.
Let me just break in here 1 second. I just noticed that the Vespene gas icons on the upper right-hand side of the screen that give you the numbers are actually Vespenes, and then the Overlords are the supply. I just noticed that. I just learned that right now.
Yep, it is counted that way. The graphics are that way, and we see the Roach Warren going down from Kaldi, followed by triple Evo Chambers. Now, the Zergling Swell from JonSnow is going to hit before the Evo Chambers are done. He's going to target one down, and he'll probably get through. I don't think queens can transfuse buildings that are morphing, and it turns out, no, they can't. So one queen's going to go down. the queen with the most energy, in fact, so there's no more transfuses available, and Kaldi is in a lot of trouble, has to pull drones here. Gonna lose another queen. Well, I don't know if he lost any drones there in particular. Let's check the losses tab.
Zero.
Still, losing 3 queens, kind of a heavy thing.
Yeah, like a brick or something.
Kaldi, yeah, like everything, like it's heavy like a brick. Kaldi is going to make roaches, so he will be able to hold any additional pressure. But he is going to be very far behind economically. We already see, well, just now catching up in drones is Kaldi. But with a 3rd hatchery down for JonSnow, a roach warren of his own on the way, and lair on the way for JonSnow, Kaldi is behind in tech and behind in the worker count. And he's going to get more behind in the worker count eventually.
Yeah, let's look at the worker supply. According to Control A, we have 40 to 47 with JonSnow being ahead at this point. Look at the income, you know, 1,300 to 1,200. Not so bad there. I kind of like the lings in front of the natural here. They're just keeping an eye on what's going on here in Kaldi's base a little bit, you know. And they're basically a trigger to what JonSnow's going to do next as far as what Kaldi does. And,
indeed. And right now, we see JonSnow up to 53 harvesters. Now, Kaldi's got a pretty big army. You know, JonSnow's Overlord obviously sees it coming. There is no roach speed, though. It's not even available to research because there's no lair from Kaldi. JonSnow has lair.
Yes,
He's
does.
got +1 on the way, +1 armor, and +1 range on the way, and his own roach warren, and plenty of supply to fill.
And remember, Burrow is now on the lair.
Burrow's not on the lair as well. He's not getting it, though. But here's the thing. Kaldi's attack's going to hit at a weird time because JonSnow does not have units just yet that can really deflect this. Andy's supply blocked.
Here we go,
I think he just did an extractor trick to get more roaches out. But here comes the engagement. JonSnow microing pretty decently right now against Kaldi. I mean, the roach speed and the +1 aren't done yet. That would have been the big advantage for him, but right now he doesn't have it. He's just going to keep rallying roaches in. A transfuse from the queen goes down on one of the roaches. One of the queens going to be taken out. Another queen in jeopardy of being taken out. JonSnow should just barely hold this. He's going to pull drones now. Not the best thing to do, but doesn't have his roach reinforcements just yet. He's forcing a lot of micro out of Kaldi, which is both good and bad. I mean, losing the drones obviously horrible. JonSnow's got to be really careful about this. +1 is almost there. If he can just hold on. Couple more seconds. All of his upgrades are now done.
Wow.
Roach speed, just a few seconds from finishing. He'll be able to follow these roaches out and absolutely destroy every unit that Kaldi threw at him. So JonSnow does hold. He goes down to 48 drones. And actually, GG.